Martina Ross. Hi, everybody. Just a little introduction. My name is Martina Ross. I'm from Ireland. I'm from County Meath. Well, I'm living in County Meath. I was born in Dublin, but I'm living in County Meath now with my husband Dermot, and we have one daughter. She lives in Meath at the moment. So yeah, me and my stutter. I've had a stutter for as long as I can remember, and my earliest memories of me stuttering was in school when I was about 5 and I couldn't say my name. And when I was asked to read aloud, remember when you'd be sitting in school and your turn would be coming to read, I would stand up, I would try to read from my reading book, but the words wouldn't come out. So I was told just to sit down, and the reading just passed on to the next person. So, yeah, it wasn't really a good start. I was only 5 and I was thinking, ooh, why can't I read out loud like everybody else? But I could talk without stuttering pretty okay as long as I wasn't put on the spot. So, yeah, it was just the reading that was giving me problems. But nobody in school ever spoke about it, ever said there was anything wrong, because I could interact with the other students and make friends. I was just kind of skipped over. So just wasn't asked to read aloud anymore. But way hey, at that time, that was okay because I didn't have to do something I couldn't do. But yeah, nobody picked up on the fact that I might have a stutter. And so I wasn't sent for any speech therapy or just didn't speak about it, either in school or at home with my family. So just carried on through school. And because I could speak, I just became a very covert stutterer. So how I got through speaking situations was by word substitution. That's what I did because I had this fear of letting people hear me stutter. Excuse me, I would word substitute, and that's how I got through life, I suppose. When I was leaving school in 1975, I wanted to be a sports instructor, but with a stutter, that wasn't going to be possible. I would have had to go to college and put myself through a few years, probably 4 years of studying. And yeah, I was thinking, no, I can't do that. So I went to, I thought then I'd like to be a secretary. So I went to a college where you just did shorthand and typing. So not really much speaking was going on. So I just had to show up and I learned how to do shorthand and typing. I was thinking, oh, I like this. This is okay. And then one day we were going to go for a session on how to use the phone. Wasn't going to happen. So I walked out of the college course, never explained why I was leaving, just walked out and didn't go back. So I had to get a job. I left school. I was 18, so I did get a job in a department store. And how I actually got through the interview was because I had to have a CV. I had to fill out an application form, so they had my name. So once I walked into the room and they had my name, I didn't have to say it. I just fluffed my way through the interview. I think really my personality got me through and I got the job. So yeah. Oh, when I think of it, exhausting all this word substitution. So Liked the job. I was put on the ladies' fashions department. I was asked would I like to be promoted to head office. I declined that because I was thinking, how am I going to be able to give presentations, answer phone calls, interact with people, a smaller group of people, whereas in the store, I was able to get myself lost in a larger amount of people. So, yeah. So, turned down promotions and other promotions in other jobs that I subsequently found. So, yeah, I was thinking, gosh, this is me. This is going to be my life. I'm going to have to keep on going around avoiding situations, avoiding words and sounds, and just speaking when I know I can get the words out. And I'm a pretty extrovert person, so that was kind of difficult not being able to get out the words I wanted to say. So, anyhow, in 2002, I saw this guy on the TV. His name is Gareth Gates, and it was on a program called Pop Idol. It was a talent competition, singing competition, and this guy came onto the stage and he couldn't say his name, but he could sing, and I was kind of similar. I could sing, but I couldn't say my name, so I so I he came second on the competition, so I kind of kept in touch with his life and his journey. And I saw him on a program 7 years later in 2009 on a program called Celebrity Family Fortunes. And he was introducing his family. And I was thinking, couldn't say his name 7 years ago, and now he can introduce his family. So I Googled what he had done, and he had done the Maguire program. That was 2009. I didn't join them, but I did join in 2010, and I've never looked back. If you listen to the way I'm speaking now, I take a cost of breath before I speak, and I release air when I'm finished speaking. And that's how I speak now, and I add in deliberate disfluency. It's kind of stuttering on purpose, which desensitizes the fact that I have a stutter. So, yeah, the Maguire program worked for me definitely, and I'm now a coach on the program and I help other people on their stuttering journey. It's a tough process. It's a tough process. But if you get the hang of it, it can really change your life completely. And it's definitely changed mine for the better. Now I don't avoid word sounds or speaking situations. Something like this, I could never have done this in my life, and now it's not a problem. Very open and honest to people that I stutter, and yeah, changed everything. I still stutter because no cure for stuttering, we know that, but it's okay. I can manage my stutter. My stutter doesn't manage me anymore. So that's my story. Thank you all for listening, and I'm sure I will catch up with other people that stutter in the future. Martina Ross, bye for now.